For assignment number 16, it's also going to be construction paper. Your piece of paper will be divided in half, so you'll be doing both parts of this assignment on, part A on half, part B on the other half, or parts 1 and 2, however you want to think about it, but half the page for each part of this. And there's 2 different examples shown on the left for exercise A. So you'll be doing something like the top part or the bottom part for part A, and something like the example to the right for part B. So for part A specifically, you're cutting out 4 shapes of the same size and same color. Same size, same color, same shape even. So in the upper example, they've created the illusion of depth by having them go up and to the right. We talked about that idea of depth in terms of placement. The thing that's the closest to you is at the bottom, the thing that's furthest away at the top. And what they're doing with this, in addition to the fact that they're stair-stepping them and going away, is the space is tightening up. So it's using that concept that we looked at earlier of perspective, and it's lessening the space the further the object gets away. But all of them are the same size. That's very important for this one. So same size, same shape, same color. In the bottom example, one of the other ways of creating depth, if you will recall, was by overlapping. And that's what's happening here. So in the bottom example, we're creating this sense of depth. Something's in front of something else by having them overlap. While you are welcome to use things other than rectangles for most assignments, if you're going to go with the bottom option for assignment 16A, you cannot use anything other than a rectangle, because it is the seeing of the corners that is critical for this one. You have to be able to make out the individual corners of the rectangle to know how this overlapping is happening, because you are dealing with the same color and the same shape. So you can't do it with circles. You couldn't do it with random squiggles that you don't really understand the shape of. It needs to be a recognizable, consistent geometric form. I guess kind of you could do it with triangles, but it's easiest just to say, go rectangle, stick with it, same size, same shape, same color, and play around with your overlap position so that you can tell that there's 4 distinct shapes happening as you work here. And theoretically, the one that's the furthest away is going to be the first one that you place, because you will actually technically on your construction paper be able to see the edges. This guy should be covered up by the corner of the shape in front of it, should be covered up by the corner of the shape in front of it, and the one in the front is the last one. You're going to even be able to see its edge. So start with one in the back, move your way toward the forward. And again, it's either of the 2 kinds of concepts shown on the left, not both. I mean, I'm not going to take off points if you do both, but the intention is you will do either the top or the bottom example. And then for exercise B, you're using the same color, you're using the same shape, but you're changing one dimension. You're making it thinner as it gets further away from you. So you could do what's shown here in exercise B, or you could actually have them even lined up, and the same concept will hold true. It's going to get thinner as it gets further away. So you could use what's sort of shown with A, where it goes up. You could also have it get further, more spaced out, and get thinner, similar to what we did with motion earlier, but in this case you're varying the strip width. So cut out your beginning shape and cut out several copies of it, and then just whittle off pieces of it to get it thinner and thinner as it goes away. And you're going to glue these guys down.